Okay, so I'll introduce the Ayurvedic view. شو هو الأيurveda? What is the Ayurveda? And from modern science point of view, أكيد بالأيurveda, بالmodern science, how they are tackling body morphology. And I'll be talking about the three body types, their definitions and characteristics. I'll be talking about these three types are Vata in Ayurveda and ectomorph in the modern science, Pitta in Ayurveda and mesomorph in the modern science, Kapha in Ayurveda, endomorph in the modern science, and we will see throughout the lecture keep they are similar. And also diet for each body type, the suitable diet, the suitable exercise for each body type, and finally some general guidelines and a preview about the questionnaire to know your body type. So first, what is ancient Ayurveda? Ayurveda is an old science, very, very old, and they don't know when it started. And it talks about, it's a medicine that talks about the dynamic state of balance between the body, the mind, within the environment. So ما بنحكي بس عن شكل الجسم، نحكي شكل الجسم in relation to our mind. And however, history لما نحكى عن morphology, it was very recent, like in 1940, and it was done by coincidence. Dr. William Herbert Sheldon, he's a PhD psychologist, and he was trying to explain the personality type for each body shape, and he discovered something called somatotypes. Somatotypes are the three body types, the ectomorph, the mesomorph, and the endomorph. Now, what is the difference between the modern science and the Ayurveda? Basically, they are the same. يعني إذا نطلع in these figures, we see that Vata, Pitta, and Kapha people, or ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph, they are the same. بس المودرن ساينس حكي بس عن البادي تايب، حكي بس عن الميتابوليزم، حكي بس عن الدايت اند اكسرسايز. بينما بالايورفيدا حكيوا عن الكاركترستكس، عن المايند سيت، عن البيرسوناليتي اوف these people and how to deal with these people، وكيف لما بيكونوا these people out of balance هيدا الشيء بيأثر their mind on their physiology, on their body, and vice versa, and how to balance always their doshas or their body type with their mind. المودرن ساينس ما حكي عن هيدا الشيء، بس حكي عن ال characteristics of body type، شو suitable diet. So حبلش بالأيurveda body types, explaining them in details. First we have the Vata. Vata people, إذا بنحكي عن body structure تبعهم, people belonging to this class usually, they have generally عندهم صعوبة إنه يزيد وزنهم. Okay, so they gain weight very in difficult ways, and if we look at their shape بنلاقيهم كتير ضعاف، طوال and bony، يعني مبينين العظام تبعهم. Their mental state, these people, they like to move a lot. They like to حتى بخيالهم بيسرحوا. They move, they imagine, they are creative. They learn fast and they forget quickly. They like, they are worried a lot. Okay, in the situation, إذا في أي unfamiliar situation, they get anxious and worried. And they are sensitive people, and they are flexible, and they have lots of energy. بس مشكلة هول الأشخاص, they have only one problem أكتر من غير body structures, إنهم بيمرضوا كتير. They tend to have low immunity, and they are more prone to diseases. هنحكي عنهم. And like in Disney, بس لهيك تعطيكم فكرة أوضح, the Little Mermaid, like how she's daydreaming, she moves a lot. Usually هيك بيكونوا Vata people. Pitta people, the body structure belonging to this class, they have a medium build-up. Their mental state, they are very intelligent, focused, ambitious. They are leaders among their group. حتى children هيك بيكونوا هن الليدر بالجروب تبعهم. And they are always ambitious. يعني دايما بيطمحوا للأحسن. And they like competition, watching competition games and playing, يعني engaging in competition games. and so they are very intelligent, they are direct, دايما بيقولوا شو بدهم, and they are precise in what they want, and they are very good in managing their time. And حتى بالشغل يلي فيه management, they excel in that type of work. كمان like in Disney figure we have the Beauty and the Beast. بنلاقي إنه Bella, she knows what she wants, she likes reading, she's productive. Usually Pitta people are like this in their mindset. Kapha people belonging to this class, usually in their body structure, they have large, أو فينا نقول عنهم like they have the square shape. In their mental state, they are calm, رايقين, slow learners, they have very great memory, they are very emotional, they are very kind, they are very loyal, and they are very stable people. And they like to be familiar surroundings, and they are money savers and providers. And they like families. So like Snow White in Disney figure, she likes nature, she likes animals, she's good to all people. Okay, they are not naive or they are not less intelligent, but they are very warm-hearted and good-hearted people. So they are supportive, patient, and loyal people. Now we want to talk about the body types and how to know your body type according to modern science. In modern science, what they care about more is how much muscles or fat you tend to have. هلا رح نشوف من الفيجرز اللي حنحكي عنهم. And how fast or slow is your metabolism? Thirdly, how is it easy or difficult to gain or lose weight? So ما نحكى كتير عن ال psychological part. So the ectomorph body type, these people are naturally lean, they are very thin, they struggle to gain weight, they have narrow shoulders and hips, very small structure, and usually they have fast metabolism. If you go to the mesomorph body type, they have narrow hips and clavicles, بنشبههم usually بالsand clock, okay, like a triangle. So they are thin built, عندهم muscles, but they don't look muscular, but they have muscles, and they have medium frame. As for and their metabolism is medium also. They maintain their weight. لا بينصحوا بسرعة ولا بيضعفوا بسرعة. They tend to maintain their weight. بينما الendomorph body type, they are heavier, like a circle بنشبههم. They have wide waist and wider hips, and they have very slow metabolism. Are these only 3 body types? According to Ayurveda and to modern science, we have a mixture of 7 types. We are actually not 3. Usually people can be either Vata dominant in their body shape or ectomorph. They can be Pitta dominant or mesomorph. They can be Kapha dominant or endomorph. They can be a tridosha, yani they are equally between the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, or they can be equally endo, meso, or ectomorph, or they can be عنا two types بيكونوا more dominant مبينين in their shape. إذا بدي أحكي عن المودرن ساينس مثلا الإكتوميزومورف حاعطيكم example. Ectomesomorph people إذا بنطلع هون okay, these people they have muscles, هن ضعاف بس عندهم muscles, okay, so بيكونوا between ecto and meso. إذا كانوا meso endo, okay, so it's here meso and endo, so they tend to have like football players, يعني هن منهم كتير ضعاف وعندهم شوية عرض and they have good muscles. بيبينوا heavy, يعني بيبينوا heavy in their weight, but they are heavy because of their muscles and not fat. وعندنا the last one is the endoecto. The endoectomorph people, they are naturally thin, but they gained weight recently because of their bad dietary habits أو لأنه they stopped doing any exercise. يعني هول زاد وزنهم عن جديد. Okay, so بنسميهم endoecto. Now talking about the best diet for your body type. Okay, why it is important أول شيء before talking about the diet, why it is important to know my body type. Okay, because according to your body type you will be given the best diet. هلا رح نشوف and the best exercise. We all know that we struggle. يمكن روحوا تعملوا كتير diets أو تعملوا exercise that doesn't suit your body, and you feel after a few months frustrated that you are not gaining the results that you want because you are following the wrong diet that doesn't suit your body type. يمكن الدايت كتير منيح but it doesn't suit you. مثل ما بتسمعوا هلا عن الكيتو، عن intermittent fasting. Those types of diet cannot be followed by any type. Okay, the special body types can benefit from these diets. So بما إنه الأكتومورف مثل ما شرحنا they don't have good muscles and they are bony، كتير ببينوا ضعاف. So it's good to increase their carbs and proteins. Okay, ما فينا نعطيهم the high protein diet without carbohydrates وإلا they will not gain weight or they will not gain muscles from their weight، لأنه نحن بدنا نعلي لهم المسلز for these people type. So إذا ما أكلوا carbohydrates with the proteins they will not gain the muscles. وعطيت example عن body type عن meal plan during the day. مثلا breakfast بنلاحظ إنه بدهم ياخدوا oatmeal with milk and nuts، عطول في بروتين بكل وجبة، حتى السناك yogurt and fruit, even lunch. Usually the ectomorph people or the vata people بنجرب نعطيهم الأكل السخن الwarm not the cold food، لأنه cold food ما بيساعدهم إنه يزيد وزن. كمان نزيد المسلز and their weight لازم يكون دايما الأكل warm. حتى المي اللي بيشربوها بدها تكون مايلة للwarm. أوكي، فينا يسخنوها وينطروها شوي لتبرد ليشربوا المي. But we prefer that these people to avoid cold food. Now talking about the mesomorph or the pitta people، بما إنهم they have a medium metabolism, these people they cannot fast. They cannot skip any meal. Whenever إجا وقت الميل and they don't eat, they become irritated. وبيصيروا anxious that they need to eat وبس ياكلوا بيرجعوا بيروقوا. Temper بيعلى, okay, like fire, and they need to eat to cool down. Usually كمان the mesomorph or the pitta people diet يلي بينعطى it shouldn't be very hot. It should be room temperature مايل للبرودة. A little bit of cold. That's why بنفضل نعطيهم كتير salads. So equal protein, carbohydrates and fat بدهم يكونوا equal. Moderate calories، ما فينا نعطيهم low calorie وأكيد ما بنعلي كتير الcalories according كل حدا حسب what he needs. Okay. And usually these people بيعانوا كتير من شيء اسمه heartburn or ulcers. That's why بنفضل إنه يبتعدوا عن أكل الحر والبهارات والكاتشب، كل شيء spicy they should avoid. Now talking about the endomorph people, usually the endomorph people هن the people that gain weight very quickly. These kind of people, the best diet for them is fasting. They can skip meals. It's okay. They can survive without eating a full breakfast or lunch. It's okay. And we prefer that the breakfast should be very light and their dinner should be very light. They should have a good lunch, but usually the lunch should be more vegetables and proteins. ويخففوا شوي carbohydrates. And their snack should be something healthy. Usually endomorph people should avoid fatty food، خاصة الفاست food like starchy food، الاشياء المقالي من برا، العجين، لأنه كمان these people معرضين ليصير عندهم السكري النوع الثاني. So that's why it's better to avoid this weight gain and to avoid high insulin and later on diabetes or سكري النوع الثاني. Now coming to physical activity, what is the best physical activity for your body type? We have three kinds of physical activity. We have the weight training, we have muscles training, weight training, we have the cardio, and we have the stretching or the yoga. Usually the vata people or the ectomorph people بما أنه بيحبوا movement, they like to move a lot. That's why they like running. They like doing مثلا classes يلي فيهم كتير movement or a lot of dancing. They don't like weight training مع أنه هو هيدا النوع الدايت الأنسب لهم. So هون بنلفت لهم نظرهم انه مع الكارديو اللي عم بيعملوه او jogging او running they should incorporate weight training in order to gain muscles لشوي نعطيهم الماسكولر shape. اوكي. بينما البيتا people they like exercises ما بيحبوا المونوتون بيزهقوا. So they like always to engage in games like football, basketball. They like swimming. الاشياء اللي فيها competition all the time. ولأنه دايما البيتا people they are always angry and anxious حتى الكايند اللي فيه بيعلي الأدرينالين. So that's why بالexercise مع هيدا الexercise اللي عم يعملوه they need to incorporate the stretching part. Okay, to cool down their anger. الكافا people usually بيحبوا الاشياء they tend to be lazy in their exercise. الاشياء اللي ما بتعمل كتير effort. ثم بنلاحظ انه بيحبوا كتير يقعدوا على البنشز ويعملوا weight training and they hate cardio. بينما الكارديو is the best for them. They need to move, they need to jog, they need to do some running. كمان نلفت نظرهم للكافا people انه they need to do in addition to weight training they need to do cardio. واكيد the best training for these 3 kinds or the 7 types of people who will stretching and yoga all the time. It should be always incorporated. So ectomorph or the vata people they need to do with their مثلا بصفوف اللي بيعملوها like Zumba or whatever aerobics they need to hold some weights. Mesomorph they need to add some stretching and the endomorph people they need to do some cardio. So to know your body type I think everyone is now intrigued to know what is their body type. There is a questionnaire that should be filled. You can fill it and share it with a specialist in this, like your dietitian or your doctor, and you will get the best advices and maybe you will know what is your problem. So this is a brief take one sample on this questionnaire that you will be getting into your emails and you can fill it. تقروا هون السؤال. Okay, and you can see that with each question مثلا body frame you choose which one that fits you more. يمكن يطلع عندكم أكثر من answer. You can choose more than one answer and you have the points at the end and you put these points for answers that you picked. يعني مثلا إذا بالbody frame example okay you chose the 3 ones بتحطوا 7.5 for each 3. At the end you add up your score and the score that you have مثلا في شخص من عندكم عمل this test and send it to me by email and she is a female and she was mainly mesomorph. She got 78.5 points for mesomorph and 24 endo and 25 ecto. معناتها she is equally ecto endo and the prominent feature عندها هي المesomorph بيتا. وإذا بنطلع بالبادي shape between these 3 she is the middle one. Okay, أكيد وما بنحكي بس عن البادي تايب هون بنحكي عن the best diet that she should take and the best exercise she should follow and also the lifestyle في daily routine. بتعرف more her mindset طبعها كيف how to deal with people how to calm down when it is needed what is the best job that she can get كمان. هلا عم بيستعملوها باللايف coaching for these people what's the best job that they can do. مثلا pitta people cannot have a job إذا كانوا منهم leaders أو that needs management. الكافا people cannot be put in a job that needs competition. And vata people they are very good مثل architect or drawing because they are creative people. Okay. Now in conclusion I would like a take-home message. Balance of your body and mind is very important and consider it as your health insurance. So you need to invest more on your diet, spend quality time in exercising and the exercise that suits you بلا ما تكونوا عم بتضيعوا وقت على exercise that doesn't give you any benefit and also you should always buy your peace of mind. Thank you and if you have any questions please you can share it on the chat, and I'm ready to answer your questions. Or any comments. If you receive the questionnaire by your email, you can fill it and you can have my email and send it to me if you have any comments or questions. Okay, so we have one question. Can you provide us any reference to know more about the subject? Okay, maybe I can share my references. I can share my references by email, okay, about this. But for Ayurveda, I have, for Ayurveda, it is the Maharishi Ayurveda website. And for modern science, it's a study. I actually, I don't have it now. I'll share it by email, okay? Because I have so many references for the modern science one. Welcome. Welcome. I'm receiving thank you for this presentation. I'm glad that you like this presentation. And of course, it's always good to share it with your specialist, and because it's a very wide topic and it's a very new one also. So there's a question. Once we answer the questionnaire, can we send you the results to tell us about our types? Yes, I can share you about your body. I can share you more about your body type. I can tell you about the best diet, like guidelines, about the best exercise, and the daily routine that you should follow. And of course, I might ask you a little bit of questions like what are the diseases that you have, or if you have any blood test. It's not only enough. We need to do usually okay, this is an important note. If anyone wants to do any diet, this is not enough. We still need to do the blood test. We need to do the body composition analysis. You're all familiar maybe with the machine that the dietitians have in their clinics, that in which you can see how much water, muscles, and fat you have, and the progress that you're getting throughout your diet. If you're gaining muscles, if you're losing fat, and which are the parts that you're losing fat from, and where are the muscles that you are gaining. And of course, if there are any medical problems, blood tests should be followed up every 3 months, 6 months, or every year, according to your situation. I need to add something also very important. According to body type in Ayurveda, we also take into consideration your age, the season you are in, the country where you are living, and the daytime. For example, like Vata people, they don't like to exercise in the morning. They shouldn't exercise in the morning because they'll be prone to injuries. For example, the best timing for them to do exercise is between 2 and 6 p.m. Whereas the Kapha people, the best timing for them to exercise is in the morning. Pitta people shouldn't exercise at noon, like between 10 and 2 p.m., 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., because it's their time to eat. So also the timing is important. The season is important to be taken into consideration. And it's a very wide topic. So there are a lot to talk about. Okay, of course. If you want, maybe I can share it on the chat. I can share my email. Okay. Okay, I'll share my email here. And internally, we'll be getting the questionnaire from your bank. Okay. dareen.shatila@gmail.com. This is my email. Okay, maybe I'll add something also. According to body type, we can work the other way around. So I can see what type of diseases the patient has the patient has. Like, for example, as I said, maybe the patient will come to my clinic having diabetes, and I can tell that he is an endomorph. And accordingly, I can prescribe him the best diet and the guidelines and the daily routine that they need to tackle their disease first, and then their body shape. So it's not only about body shape. Okay, so please, it's not only about body shape, it's only about, it's also about your health. Okay, so you received your, so you did not receive the email. I think after this presentation, you will be receiving the email. Okay, I'll share my references for, this is the Maharishi Ayurveda. Okay, for my Ayurveda topic. Okay, not any Ayurveda. The Maharishi Ayurveda is the one I was talking about today. Okay, and as for modern science, I'll be sharing with you, Ghaida, who asked me. I'll give you the name of or I can share you the studies from where I get my references. But as I said, modern science don't emphasize a lot about the body shape. Okay, there is, even in my studies, in the university studies, we only talk about the body type and the best diet or exercise. In Ayurveda, in Ayurvedic references, they go more details, like the personalities, your mindset, best job, compatibility, even they go further, season, health diseases. Okay, pregnancy also for females. Okay, if you have any more questions or any comments, maybe you can share it with me on my email. Okay, thanks a lot for all those who attended the lecture, and thank you again for attending and liking this presentation. Thank you so much.